Oh, okay, this is interesting. Alien proto-civilization encountered. The survey of Gliderum 1 has revealed that certain regions of the planet are home to a primitive alien proto-civilization. Our probes show that the Neolithic culture has mastered fire and developed a rudimentary spoken language, but we have yet to see any evidence of metallurgy or written communication. So that is on Gliderum 1, which is there, and that's the Stone Age primitives. They don't show up as population, these ones. Okay.
Construction complete.
You know what? I think it's time to maybe get another constructor out. Mining station there. Okay. Wow, lots of resources here. That can come down to here. Where am I going to survey next to then? I think I do there. Nearly finished that, so I can get an observation post up there soon. My borders are gonna, relations are gonna drop. How are we looking on here? All equivalent. If I get a spaceport in, I can make more ships though, without hitting the soft cap.
Colony established. Special project complete.
Okay, looks like we completed the amoeba one. Oh wow. We actually got 5% energy credits for that. Didn't think it used to give that. That's really nice though. That is very nice. So, Camia is now ours. Excellent. And I want to make a spaceport. So let's do it. That's cheaper as well. I think our leader's traits might be better than they're suggesting, because I'm getting a bonus from somewhere. The ship cost and army cost. Well, actually, 15%. That might have been about right. Yeah, 306. So it includes stations as well. That would seem. Okay, that's gone up a couple. Let's get a couple more corvettes in. Although, having said that, maybe I should wait a couple of 4 months, then I won't have to upgrade them.
Construction complete.
Okay, frontier outpost is done. Brilliant. So let's get that to here. Build an observation post. The relations with our neighbour up here are going to drop probably. Well, I was expecting them to. Maybe they hasn't kicked in. Maybe it isn't going to drop. It's actually gone up a bit as well. Good. No, it did drop. Okay, so it's minus 29. It's not the end of the world. Right, is there any reason now for me not to try and invade these guys? I thought I could see their armies earlier. They... Yeah, well, I know one empire. I'm gonna... Well, 2 empires actually. If I conquer these guys, that will lower relations, but I think it's worthwhile. It should lower relations, well, definitely, but it depends on their ethics. So... Let's come up here. Should be able to recruit armies nearby. Let's get some assault armies on the go then. So 1, 2, 4 might be enough, I'm thinking. I don't actually know if my policies allow me to conquer natives. Native enlightenment, native unrestricted it says. Okay. So I should be able to. I think that's the right one. What are relations like with them? I think if you have unrestricted options with natives, it can affect relations, but it doesn't seem to be there. Right, so I'm saving up now minerals to get 4 armies before conquering them. Gonna have a lot more slave problems. I may even reduce my slavery policy if it causes too many issues with them. But they were collective, weren't they? So there shouldn't be too much of an issue. Right, observation up there. Any minerals down here? Sort of, but I can't afford them.
Research complete.
Okay, so that should be the iron thrusters. I need to upgrade my corvettes. We got a tiny bit from the debris for that, but I can research that at any time now. It won't disappear. What the hell do I want? I want ships. Let's get corvette assembly yards. This is en route to getting destroyers and all the other types of ship. Right, I haven't been paying attention to what scientists I have where. That actually matches. Great, that's a bit of luck. And yeah, that's fine actually. Okay. Oh, ships. Ship designer. Right, so let's not forget. First thing first then. So these new thrusters give you a bit of combat and sublight speed. Cost a bit more and you get a chance to evade. So if you didn't watch the patch notes video I did, what evasion does now, it's related to tracking, which is a new feature on weapons. The smaller the weapon, usually the better the tracking. Huge ships that have massive weapons are terrible now at attacking small combat ships in theory because they have such high evasion and they have poor tracking. So that's kind of how the system works just about. I could do with some ship names as well. And if you want me to name planets after certain things, you'll have to let me know in the comments. Right, so if I'm adding that, I need some more power. I think I'll just have... Let's cancel some of those. That'll do. Right, so save that design. That now means I should be able to start making some more of those. Before I do that, let's upgrade these, is it? So it's 102 minerals I need for that.
Construction complete.
Perhaps. Right, minus station made down there. There's another one over there. Okay.
Construction complete.
Okay, observation post is down. Let's check this out. So there's a number of options here. That's the standard option. That's the aggressive option. I think you can only have if you have certain policy settings, which I happen to have, the unrestricted one. Native Enlightenment, that's the goody-goody approach, which I'm not even able to take currently because of my policies. It didn't used to be all that useful from memory. Not sure what it's like, if they've made any changes to it. And covert infiltration basically gives you the system if you're able to do it, but they have to be pretty advanced, and you can see these guys aren't. So if I'm gonna take this planet at some point, I'm gonna have to conquer them more than likely, or enlighten them, which I might not want to do. I believe these guys are xenophobic, so I might as well actually do the advanced option here. I think they might become fanatical xenophobes though. That's the only issue with doing this. I think that's what might happen, but at the moment I'm not really all that inclined to conquer them, and I might as well get as much society out of them as I'm able to. That's within our territory, which is great. That one sadly isn't. So I don't really think I want to stick another outpost over there to grab that though. Picking up, that's key if I'm getting over there though. Right, so I think that's working well. Now, making outposts actually lowers your influence, so that really did come at a cost. I can't make too many of them, but I think in that circumstance, it allows me to get over there, gives me that extra science, allows me to conquer those guys really, potentially, and get up here. It could be pretty huge, actually. I think it's worthwhile doing. But, yeah, I guess we'll find out in the future. Let's bring this back to here and make that in a bit. So we're now up to 15 society. And once I'm up to 5, I'm definitely going to start on getting more science up, I think. There's not an awful lot more minerals for me to grab. Right, so I've actually got to 5 population now, I think, here, which means I should be able to upgrade the capital building. So when you upgrade this, it costs a lot in influence, sadly, which is a bit of an issue, but this gives, well, so many... It allows you to basically upgrade all the rest of your building. It's absolutely crucial, and I tend to like to get this up before turning over a planet to a sector. So I need to save up for that now currently. I need a lot of minerals. It may even be the right time for me to recruit that guy, because I could use that guy to reduce the influence cost for buildings like that, which is pretty important. My influence isn't great though still, is it? And I do want to continue colonizing, including that one. So I'm a bit low really. For the time being though, I've got to save up here. That guy can move over to... I think I'll have him on a science. We've got enough food, haven't we? Let's take him off that, emancipate. Okay, and emancipate that one as well. Right. Okay, looks like we've been contacted by someone. We have received the communique, blah blah, Union of Juvan Odor. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on the communications of another empire we're in contact with. That's bad timing actually, especially when I was about to conquer those guys. Okay, these guys are Federation Builders, Spiritualist, Fanatic, Individualist. I don't think they're going to be too enamored with me conquering primitives being individualists. Okay, so check these guys out, minus 50. Don't like our slavery, don't like us being tyrants, collectivists, but luckily they're distant. I would like to pick up an alliance with a decent partner at some stage. Those two, if they combined, allied to each other and went after me, I'd be in trouble, obviously. Perhaps coming up. I can't remember. Oh, they got 3 systems as well. Okay, my army recruitment is done. I now have 4 armies. I might as well embark all of those. And I think they had a space station, didn't they? I hope that doesn't affect things. Let's bring them over to there. My fleet, I'm going to move up actually to there. And I might take that off. I'm going to put it here now. Okay. We've got 350. I'm still saving up for that upgrade building.
Anomaly found.
Right, I can wait. Okay, right, so I should have enough for that building. What I'm gonna do though first, I think I will hire a new leader. So let's come in here, recruit. He's 34, so that's quite young, I think. Age is under 72. Death chance. Oh, that's interesting. That's a new thing added, I believe. Let's hire this guy then, it's 50 influence. Stick him on here. Right, so that should have reduced the cost, even though it's not actually there yet. Now, is this the best tile? Some foods. I don't want it on the sides because that will reduce the adjacency. I also don't want it next to science or on energy because that would reduce the adjacency and the bonuses that we can get. Being on food's okay, being on production minerals is okay. So I think, yeah, it's a good spot. I might as well just keep it there. I hope this is reducing costs, but I'm not actually sure. So 131, what was that, 40 odd? And what's it normally costs? I've no idea. Yeah, hopefully that governor reduced it though. Okay, I think we had minus 10% off build cost there anyway.
System survey complete.
Right, where's that to? That system nearby. That science ship. Let's come over to there. Okay. Let's start making some more corvettes. Getting to the point my fleet is close to maybe going after them, but it's debatable. It's only one ship by the looks of it, so that means it can target less of mine, which makes that more viable. Might lose a few or something, but that's what I'm kind of thinking. Okay. Did I actually make this? Yeah, I did. Why is that still low then? Guess I didn't get much out of a spaceport. It's interesting. Right, if I want to attack these guys then, what I have to do is... Oh wow, that's new. This costs influence. This didn't used to be the case. I didn't know that. That's probably... Yeah, I counter to the system before. You could pick up a ton of planets early on. That's what I've introduced that influence in. Probably a good change actually, since it was arguably a bit overpowered getting a ton of free primitive planets. I didn't know about that. So I gotta wait a bit then before I can get that. Gotta save up. Or I could cancel the building here, which, you know what, I probably should do. I'll have to upgrade that in a bit. Right, so if I want to upgrade this, I don't think that's going to affect things. I'm a bit worried now that I don't have enough armies, to be honest. There should be enough for. Only one way to find out though. Right, land armies. Landing armies on a non-hostile planet will turn them hostile against us, should we proceed. Yes. I'm hoping this doesn't affect relations with them, but it might do. With those, it almost definitely will do. But getting a free system, and I think I should be able to control it with them being collective, but that's going to be an issue. Communal help. Okay. What's that? Scientist? I got a ton of production. What should I be doing with it? I got construction ships. Let's start getting the science up.
Oh.
Right, so that's doing nothing. That one, there's a good science source down there. Let's pick that up. That's cheaper actually, 76, which I don't know why. Maybe it's because of my leader again. Seems to got a really amazing bonus and it's not displaying it to the point where we know it's as good as it really is. Yeah, that's all it says. It doesn't say starbase or it doesn't say mining stations, but yeah, it seems it's actually amazing. That is. Okay. 4 armies. How are we gonna do? These guys are pre-space age, so our armies are better, but are they massively better? This could be a bit close actually. I think it might be right. If I do lose it, then I don't know if it's going to cost me a ton of influence again, so I really do not want to lose this.
Construction complete.
Right, what's that? Pupa finished corvettes.
System survey complete.
Right, let's go and deal with that. What the hell is that? Oh, it's that, of course. Yeah, I gotta find out about that in a bit. I don't think I will quite yet, because I don't want to lose a really good scientist, to be honest. I use an amateur scientist on it at some point. Let's go and survey that system. Right, so let's come back to Bear's Fruit. Right, so they're about to lose one there, and they're gonna start to get in a lot of trouble there. Lost one actually.
Enemy planet secured.
Right, brilliant. Subjugating primitives, our divine right shines true. We get stellar culture shock, which I think is -10 in happiness. And it takes a long time for it to go. Invasion is now over. So it looks like the happiness is actually pretty good. I was expecting it to be worse than that. Gives me reason to think that maybe I could have conquered them as well. So -10% for culture shock, -5% for leadership. I should be able to enslave them because they're collectivists. I was sure I was going to get a big minus because of them being materialist, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be showing up there at all. Let's check out relations then with the other factions going. Doesn't look like we got any negatives there, but maybe it just hasn't shown up yet. Annex primitives is -25 for them, and it's an annex primitives of -25 for them, but it does go up yearly, so that's great actually. These guys, I think, probably because of them being evangelizing zealots, they didn't care about it. So you can get -40 relations from conquering primitives though, if they happen to be peace-loving civilizations. Right, so that worked out great actually. And yeah, it does tempt me to actually go after these, but I think we'll see how they do in terms of happiness. So what are they again in happiness? They're actually 50, so they're not getting any negatives whatsoever. I'm gonna... They're collectivists, so I should be able to enslave them. Let's get... What are they good at anyway? Enduring, communal... So... Not quite sure where I could use them after gene tailoring. Maybe give them thrifty, something along those lines. I could have them as a leadership caste, perhaps. Anyway, let's start enslaving these guys. So that should increase things here. to wait a day, is it? Yeah, so get enslaved bonus. Hopefully we don't get malcontent slaves, but we might at some stage. So the happiness, yeah, is 50, so it's great, frankly. Enslave all of them. Time being. Okay, so that's primitives conquered, and now I need to save up. I've got 5 planets in 12 years, which is not bad going. I've got to save up to upgrade the Gaia world and then get colonizing again down there and down there. I think that's the plan. But I've been recording for quite a while now, so I'm actually going to call it the end of the video here. I hope you've been enjoying the video so far, and I'd just like to thank you for watching. And yeah, hope you've been liking the videos. That would be great if you have. And also leave a comment if you have any questions. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And if you want to help me out as well, also check out my Patreon page. Right, that's it. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time.